This is my client Luke's 12-week transformation. How did he do this while working 40 plus hours a week? Luke's goal was to have visible abs and build muscle. First, to do this, we had to lose body fat for his abs to show, as well as do ab exercises to thicken the ab muscles so they would pop through more. Ab exercises don't have to be different than training any other muscle. You don't have to do these 500 rep workouts. They're a muscle, so they're going to grow the same as any other muscle. We just picked 1 to 2 exercises for abs, and we gradually progressed on these exercises with time. For the first 10 weeks, we focused on cutting down body fat. So we cut down 15 pounds of fat in 10 weeks while packing on muscle. He got to a level to where he was lean enough to begin a reverse diet and fill out his frame, which he wanted to do for an event coming up that he wanted to look great for. So for the final 2 weeks, we began to slowly add calories into his daily intake, which allowed his muscles to fill out and look much fuller while maintaining the same level of body fat. How did we do all of this? We dialed in his macros first off. To lose body fat, we had to put him in a calorie deficit. This is the driver for fat loss, as well as hitting a sufficient fat and protein intake to regulate his hormones, make sure he's feeling great throughout the day, feeling full throughout the day, which protein is very satiating. And hitting that protein goal also helped him put on muscle while losing weight, which he was also able to do since he's been detrained for a period of time. We would do weekly check-ins and make adjustments based off of his body, seeing how they were reacting to the macros that I was giving him on a week-to-week basis. Now for training, we would do high-intensity training. This means training close to failure. We do this by doing 3 full body sessions a week. This higher frequency of training, hitting each muscle 3 times a week, can be more beneficial for newer lifters or detrained lifters. That means a lifter that has been lifting but took some time off the gym. We lifted 1 to 2 reps from failure for most of his training, and I adjusted his program every 4 weeks based off of how his body was adapting to training. For example, after the first 4 weeks, his lifts began to plateau and some even began to decline. This was a sign that his volume was too high. So I told him to take a few days off of the gym, get rid of that fatigue, and fully recover. For the first week back, I had him lift 2 reps from failure, so that way you'd have a similar growth response to lifting the failure without all the fatigue, since he just had a break from training. Then, for the upcoming weeks, I lowered his volume and had him lift 1 rep from failure. This was a perfect volume for him, and we never had to take another break for the rest of the time we worked together. Luke was super dedicated throughout the whole process. He followed the diet plan extremely well, the training plan almost to a T, and his results show what you can do when you're a dedicated client working with a good coach. If you want results like Luke, comment or DM the trophy emoji.